your tie.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
Got it in Burbank at a cat. It's like a cat thrift. It's like a whole
Incredible.
thing. It's called like catnip something.
It's not for a cat, but it's perfect.
yeah. It's not for a cat, but it was at the cat store.
No, it is for a cat.
Oh, no, but it's
Yeah.
for Tickle Muff, actually.
Yes, I think it was not for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Soul Tickle. My name is Tickle Muff, and this is my co-host, Zach.
Hello, and you're listening to Soul Tickle, a podcast where we go under the fluff and we talk to our guests about life and mental health.
And all the good stuff.
Yeah. If you like this episode, please leave a comment, like, subscribe. It would mean so much to us.
So much, I would love it.
And if you think that this episode resonates with you or anyone that you're friends with, please share it with them.
Because the best way to advertise is word of mouth. And we could use all the help that we can get.
Yeah. You know, we're a new podcast, so any help that you could give us would be incredible.
And we're so excited to have our first therapist on the podcast, our good friend, Reid.
Hi, Tickle Muff. Oh my gosh. Hi, Zach.
Hi.
I'm feeling delighted to be here.
I am so excited that you're here with us today.
I'm so excited. Tickle Muff, I did bring you a gift.
Really?
And I want you to be very authentic in receiving it. So if it's like not for you,
Oh,
I'm
very
open to that.
honest.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. I'm going to give it to Zach, and Zach will give it to you. And it's a little hat.
What do you think?
That's the nicest thing I've ever gotten.
Oh my God. I was not expecting that to be the response.
Because it fits.
It does. I thought it would.
Can you put it on me?
Of course.
Oh, wow. That actually looks incredible. With your hat and the tie together,
How does it look?
you are looking so fabulous.
Leave a comment if you think that it looks good.
I'm honestly like I got shy. Now I'm feeling nervous because like you're just really glowing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, this really steps up the game, the tie and the hat.
Yeah, it's really good all
Oh my
together.
God, where is
Yeah.
it?
Where's it from?
I actually found it, you know, those little like free libraries. Have you ever
Yeah.
seen those?
Yeah,
It was there waiting for me this morning. And I was
Oh
like,
my
this is for
God.
Tickle Muff.
that's perfect.
Yeah, it felt like an offering from the universe.
I love gifts.
What's your favorite gift you've ever gotten?
Well,
Or given?
yeah. Well, someone gave me rollerblades.
Yeah, at our last show, someone
What?
gave Tickle Muff rollerblades.
Have you
Yeah.
tried them yet?
Yeah,
And how'd it go?
they're fun.
And Zach, how was that experience for you?
It was very scary to watch Tickle Muff on rollerblades.
Of course, you're
Yeah.
growing and changing.
Yes.
Yeah, hard to like have spatial awareness,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it like to be a therapist?
Oh my gosh, we're diving in.
Yeah.
It is so incredible.
Really?
I actually really love it. And it's really hard. It like requires a lot of care and intentionality and learning but ultimately it's kind of one of the coolest jobs. I
Why?
recommend. I think there was this I don't remember the study who did it or what it's called. So, apologies. But I will say there was this study done where they basically talked to a lot of different professions like dentists and why is that the only profession I can think of? That's literally the only one, an important one. But a lot of different professions. And a therapist was on there. And out of everyone, the therapist was one of the only professions where their perspective of humanity improved throughout their career.
Wow.
So like starting to become a therapist, I think, you know, I had all these preconceived notions about how to be a person, how to be a good person.
Yeah.
And I think what I've learned is there are like a lot of ways to live a really meaningful life with a lot of connection. And it's really expanded my view of humans and
wow,
what they
that's
are.
amazing.
Yeah.
So you felt like before and maybe you were a little judgmental?
Oh my God. Absolutely. I can still dabble.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, do you
Yeah.
ever judge your clients?
You know what's so funny is like with my clients, it feels like such a special container that
Yeah.
I like my judgmental part of me is like kind of taking a back seat.
Really?
But more when I'm like in my everyday life. I can be a
You
little
can
more
still
judgmental.
judge people
Yeah.
because you're a person.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because, you know, I think what's so hard for a lot of people, myself included, when I'm in therapy is like, I want to be open and to get the most out of therapy, but I'm so scared of being
Yes.
judged by my therapist because they're still a person.
Yes, 100%. I actually had in my own therapy this week
Yeah.
had this exact experience because I've been doing this thing called internal family systems therapy with like IFS.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like you are doing some guided meditation to explore different parts of you. So
Okay.
you're like inner child, your judgmental part, the like higher self part. So you kind of like do all these interactions. My therapist asked me what a certain part looked like, and it literally looked, the guided meditation, the part I was looking at
Yeah.
looked like this like cartoon gargoyle with wings, and it was supposed to be representing my like sexuality.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like blushing now. I felt so embarrassed because I wanted it to be like cool, like
Yeah.
leather daddy, badass, but it was like this winged creature.
That sounds cool to me.
Well, thank you. In the moment, I felt so embarrassed to say it, but
But that's what was true.
that's what was true.
Yeah.
And I find that when you are authentic, people tend to love that more than the performance.
Yeah. That's the same on stage.
Yeah? How do you, what is it like for you?
I feel like people can tell when you're being inauthentic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I like to improvise.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like when we're stuck to a script, it's just not as authentic.
Yeah.
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 Even though it's hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because then there's the chance that you might be embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you do IFS.
Yeah. I do IFS. I do also just a lot of like helping people accept who they are instead of worrying about who they should be instead.
Yeah.
Because you're trans, right?
I am trans.
What was
Absolutely.
it like to come out?
Oh, a journey.
Yeah.
It was such a journey. I grew up in like an environment where being trans or being queer wasn't like, one, wasn't even really like a thing. People didn't really talk about it. I grew up in Kansas.
Oh my God. That's where Dorothy is from.
You're so right. You're
yeah,
so
we
right.
just watched
Say it.
we just watched oh my God, why
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
How could you forget?
I don't know.
Wait, Tickle was that scary?
It was the Wicked Witch.
Yeah, that's
Very
kind of
scary.
scary. There's like
Yeah.
a lot going on in
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're brave and strong,
Thank you.
which I'm
So
noticing.
Kansas.
I grew up in Kansas. It wasn't really a thing to be queer or trans. I didn't really know what that was even about, aside
Really?
from some like troubling portrayals in the media, I would say. But literally, it was becoming a therapist, seeing the courage of so many clients in their own authenticity, that I was able to find what that meant for me.
Really?
And it actually started by learning like what felt good in my body, like what felt good to wear, what felt good to not wear, what felt good to how to spend my mornings. Like through that, I learned like a whole new relationship to enjoying being myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
So hearing about your clients' processes of coming out and
Yes.
that helped you become yourself.
100%. There would be times where I'm like, I'm relating to this a little too hard. Like, this is feeling very familiar.
That's so interesting.
Which I think is, again, such an awesome part of this job is like, I don't have all the answers and I'm learning from my clients just as much as hopefully they're learning from me.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Have you been in therapy, Tickle?
I have not.
You've not,
I'm
but
a
you've
little
heard Zach.
scared.
Tell me more. What are you scared of?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to find.
Mm,
And I'm a little scared to talk about some things.
yeah, I think a lot of
Yeah.
people feel that way.
Yeah.
Zach, have you had that experience?
Yeah. I mean, I am in therapy,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I think what is scary is like how much time it will take and like what are you gonna discover?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And I think what is really cool, like, for example, if 10 years ago I had known that like I was going to come out as trans and have this journey, I would have been so fucking scared. I would have been like, absolutely not. That sounds so scary. And like, I want to be normal, whatever
Yeah.
that means, which is not a thing. But through the journey that I went through, like every little step made that not only feel safe, but like exciting and expansive and like, I don't know. So I think it's also really helpful to learn that if you start therapy, like you get to start where you are. Like you don't have to end up somewhere really fast. Like you get to just go bit by bit. And I also like talking about how it's kind of like you're pushing the edges of a shore whenever you're growing. So like ideally you're not going in this huge wave where everything's like feeling like your life is destroyed and it's like this big tsunami wave. It's more like bit by bit you're like pushing yourself further past your bounds, and that can also feel really like beautiful and rhythmic and lovely, not just like scary and new.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I felt about coming out. It kind of just happened bit by bit by bit.
Yeah.
And it's all culminated to now, but I know it will keep going bit by bit until, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
What are your pronouns? Are he, they, Tickle Muff, right?
Yeah.
What
it's
is gender
fluid.
like for you?
I don't know. I think that I only think about it because of language.
Sure. Yeah.
I have a puppet,
Yep.
and I just think about it because that's the world that we're living in.
Totally. I think gender, obviously, we don't exist in a vacuum. We're like
Yeah.
relating to other people.
Wouldn't that be crazy if we lived in a vacuum?
Terrifying. Hard to breathe.
That'd be really loud.
Yeah, too loud. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of bugs.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. Not for me.
No, that's my secret hack. Someone told me if you see a bug, use the vacuum.
That's
It's scary.
smart.
Yeah. It's if you really don't like bugs.
I try to do a mercy kill, but sometimes it doesn't go that way.
Yeah. A mercy.
Well, it's complicated. It's complicated because I deeply feel like, why is it my decision to end your life? To the bug?
If you listen to this out of context, it would sound very interesting.
Use that as the soundbite. I'm happy with that.
A
Absolutely.
mercy kill.
Well, just like there was, do I get into this? There was one
Yes.
time there was a cockroach, and I was staying in New York. You don't want cockroaches; they're gonna take over everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Great, I'm just gonna flush it down the toilet." It wouldn't go down.
Oh my
It wouldn't go
God.
down. It was panicking. So then I scooped it out because I felt bad. I put it on the window ledge, but then it was like on the floor of like it was like on the 12th floor, and I was like, "This is torture. This bug has nowhere else to do but jump." So then I scooped it back out again, and then I was so upset that I released it into the hallway, which I shouldn't have done.
It's gonna find a new home.
I know, but I literally couldn't handle the fact I just needed it to have one more afternoon of happiness after I had tortured it for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Tough.
It got to live a life.
I hope so. I hope it found happiness.
That's. Oh my God.
I don't like bugs.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're tough.
Reid,
Yes.
I think of therapy as sitting and talking.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all there is?
No, there's a lot of different ways to do it. I think
Really?
that that's probably the most common one that people think about. But there's also like art-based therapy, which is more like creating and seeing what comes of that. There's like movement-based therapy that is more like dancing or movement or moving emotions through the body. There's also more like meditative ones, or there's like an EMDR where it's kind of guiding your eyes so that you can process and reach difficult emotions, which is kind of crazy. But the research is amazing on that, and they've done some really cool stuff. So there's a lot of different ways, especially if you're someone who's like, I don't know if I want to talk about stuff, or I don't even think I can say what I need to process.
Yeah.
There are a lot of options where you can try different things.
I mean, I heard you're starting something that's pretty innovative,
Yes.
right? Tell us
Yeah.
a bit about that.
So I'm starting something called the Somatic Museum Club.
Oh my God.
So have you been to a museum?
Never.
Zach,
I know.
you're not taking Tickle Muff to
I'm
museums?
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We need to fix this because
Please take me.
the enrichment is fantastic.
Yeah.
But basically, it comes from somatic experiencing, which is a form of therapy that teaches you how to feel feelings in your body instead of overthinking them. So we take that somatic experience of feeling in your body, and then we go to museums and allow art to kind of map emotions onto our bodies. So it really helps with, like, for example, if you look at a painting and let's say it's like really dark blues and kind of wavy, and you look at it and you're like, oh, this kind of makes me feel sad. And then you can be like, okay, where do I feel sadness in my body? And then you can be like, when was the last time I felt this sadness? And then it might help you process some things that maybe you had to suppress because life is busy and it's crazy. And we get to do that all together with a bunch of cool queer and trans people and then talk about our
Wow.
experiences.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Are you gonna go?
Well, I think I'm going to be out of town, but I'm so excited for you.
Next one.
Yeah.
Next one, you're going to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Do
it-
you?
What?
No, you, please.
I was just gonna say, is it hard when people tell you really sad things?
It is hard.
Yeah.
It is really hard. I like took a breath just then because I could like,
Yeah.
I feel it in my body when that happens. But I also feel really honored when people tell me sad things because I know sometimes it can be so hard to do that. And one of the things I learned being a therapist is that I'm not there to fix it or make it not sad. Sometimes that can be helpful, but a lot of times I think we just need to be witnessed in feeling sad and know that we're not alone and we're not crazy. So just being able to like sit there and feel it with people, again, it's kind of an honor, but it can be
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Are all therapists crazy?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't trust them. We're all crazy. We're all crazy. I think therapists have, depending on the therapist, but ideally a therapist has embraced their crazy and used it for good.
I
Hopefully.
hope so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach is gonna go to school.
Yeah, I'm going to school.
Yeah, how are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling excited. I'm
Yeah.
feeling excited. Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking to Amanda Friedman, who we had on the podcast.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, and she is doing the same program that I'm about to do.
Great.
And she gave me a little update about how it's going.
What did she say?
Well, she said that it's been intense. And I asked why, and she was like, there's a lot of reflecting on yourself.
Yeah.
And it seems like maybe going to school for therapy is the most intensive therapy you could ever get.
Yeah. I think honestly that is fair. There used to be a joke that people would say that if you were married before you go into grad school to become a therapist, you'll be divorced by the end.
Really?
Yeah, because there's so much like excavating and exploring things. That is not always true.
Yeah.
No
Were
one be
you
scared.
married?
No, I was not married when I went to grad school. But over time, my gender did change. So things
Yeah.
can really, things
get
can come at you. Things get weird. Things can really
Yeah.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, all for the better, I think.
What was it like to transition professionally?
You know, it's something I'm still working through. I think that that's kind of the interesting thing about the trans experience is, Zach, you probably experienced this, but there's always like it feels like there's different waves and different stages of it. So first I had changed my pronouns, and then I had changed my name, and then I pivoted like the population that I work with. I was working before with a lot of straight couples, and I kind of pivoted from that because it was actually not where my heart was. And each time I've had to do that, we've had to have some conversations. And I actually recently just changed my name again to Reid, which I think is,
Congratulations.
thank you, is very exciting.
Yeah.
But there's still like conversations that I sometimes have to have with clients that like I haven't seen in a while that are coming back, or it's a process. And one of the things I like about it though is just as my clients are changing, I'm changing too. And I think that feels really sweet. Like again, like I haven't figured it all out. We're all humans and doing it together.
Yeah.
So they kind of get
Puppets.
and puppets. Thank you. Very important.
Yeah.
But yeah, they kind of get to see me go through that, which is also vulnerable and being perceived as hard. But
Are you taking on clients?
I am taking on clients. I am taking on clients that are located in New York. So state of New York, come find me.
Are you taking on puppets?
I would adore to take on puppets.
I'd love that.
If you're open to you kind of being the first puppet I've worked with.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be honest about that.
Do I have to fly to New York?
No, you can be. Yeah, actually. Actually, you do have to be located in New York, but I am working on California licensure, so
Amazing.
coming soon.
Where can people find you?
People can find me at transparentpsychotherapy.com. Also, if you're interested in Somatic Museum Club, it is at Somatic Museum Club on Instagram.
Amazing.
Yes.
Reid, thank you so much for being here.
This was a delight to come off. Zach,
Yes,
thank you for having me. Thank you both.
I love you.
I love you.
Mwah.